setting up. We did that pretty quick, didn't we? It's pretty good, yeah. All right. This is the 8th grade band. I'd like to thank a few people. First of all and foremost, Central Middle School, I say it every year, it's the best place to be. We have outstanding, fine arts department, from drama to choir to orchestra to band. It's just, wonderful. Mrs. Renner is great. She always says yes when we ask her anything, and she's always saying, oh my gosh, I had no idea how good the band was when she comes to these concerts. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful school. You're lucky to have your kids there, and especially fortunate to, of course, have a band program. You're going to hear how great they sound. We've been working hard. We went to contests, and we'll get to that too. I want to thank the elective teachers, all of the support we get from everybody at Central, the core teachers when we need combined rehearsals to do all that. I'd like to thank Miss Neely, the new band director here at Santa Fe, for allowing us to be here instead of in the gymatorium at Central. So, are we getting close? I hope we're getting close and we'll move forward. This band also went to contest, did fantastic, received a superior rating in sight reading, which means they have to look at a piece of music that they've never seen before and play it perfectly the first time. And they got a top score for that, so good job for that. The first two songs we're going to start with are those contest pieces. March called Success, and then a two-movement piece called Cajun Folk Songs, which we are going to feature Eric Neal, our alto sax player. We actually feature a bunch of people tonight, so listen sharp for all these cool different sounds you're going to hear. So, without further ado, we're going to continue with 8th grade, playing Success. to recognize those students also that were involved in anything that received a superior rating, as that is a big deal to us as musicians to be praised that way and say, I'm giving you the top score that I can give you, you did great. So anybody that had got a 1 on anything at Edmond Chamber, would you please stand up and be recognized? Distinguished Soloist Award that we talked about earlier. I had a couple in here, so stand up and be recognized for that Distinguished Soloist. Okay, for this next tune, they said they didn't need me, so I'm going to go to the side of the stage and they're going to kick this one off themselves. So enjoy All About That Bass. they don't need me, I'm not going to show up the next 4 days. One quick thank you. As many of you know, Dr. Goen, our superintendent, and has been for years and years and years, is retiring. And he has been a very strong supporter of the band program throughout his I don't want to say how many years because I don't want to mess it up. There you go. See, I was going to say 16. Thank you. 21 years. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. Okay. What a wonderful person, a wonderful human being. The reason he took that job is because he cares about Edmond Public Schools. That's why he rose to that job, and I truly believe that. He's a sincere man. He's done nothing except support us all the way. He has actually even come and played trumpet at a football game with us. He was in band. A wonderful man, and he's everywhere at every event that ever goes on in Edmond, and that's a hard act to follow. So he may or may not be here, but I would just like to give him a round of applause. He always just shows up and stays for 10 minutes here and then goes to something in the 3rd grade talent show and then goes over here to an art show, and he just pops in and wants to see what's going on in his district. So he will be missed. Moving forward with our 8th grade band, wonderful job with that last tune. Mr. Romano, who we said before, I want to just thank him again. Stick your head out here, Mr. Romano. He did great all season with the high school. We're going to finish now with, I hope you've enjoyed the concert, we're going to finish with a real fun tune called Pop Culture. And the neat part about this is it's all tunes that you're going to recognize. You're going to hum along with them in your head. But the real cool part is each instrument up here is going to get a solo. So each instrument family is going to have a song that's theirs, and you'll figure out which one goes where. We're doing double duty with a couple of the instruments, like Charlie is taking over the horn solo because we don't have a horn in our band. So some of them will get a couple solos. But this is a really fun piece. And I also want to say 2 things, and then we'll get on with it. Caleb, sitting at the drum set, this was his first time to play drum set with these last 2 tunes, and he was real nervous about it. We've been working on it for 3 weeks, and so I know his heart is palpitating right now, and he's perspiring, but he's doing a great job. And then the one other person I want to draw attention to is our flute player here on the end, Hannah Flores, who a week and a half ago I said, oh, by the way, I want you to play piccolo. And she said, what? Here's a piccolo. Go learn how to play that. Great. And oh, the other thing is, you're going to be playing the hardest piccolo excerpt known to man. Oh my gosh. So you're going to hear her at the end, and when you hear her play, that is hands down probably the hardest thing a piccolo player has to learn, and she's doing a great job. So without further ado, our last tune, thank you for being here, is Pop Culture.
Our first year here, I didn't really know how all this was going to turn out. I wasn't really sure about everything. I wasn't really sure about how much I was going to learn, especially those first couple of days sitting looking at a smart board, wondering what it was going to accomplish, and thinking, it's going to be long 3 years. But I mean, that's not the only time I thought that. Last year, a certain somebody, we were playing a piece, and his mallet flew across the stage. He was in the back row, and he kept playing, but it was kind of like a miniature disaster. We weren't sure what we were supposed to do, and I'm gonna miss those moments. Yeah.
Well, in these past 3 years, I've learned so much. Like, I'm overwhelmed with how much I just love band. I'm just happy that I was be able to switch instruments as quickly because of you helping me and just inspired me that I can do it. And it's probably been one of my favorite things to come to school for and look forward to, and I'm really gonna miss seeing you every day and making me laugh and stuff like that with all your crazy jokes. And
in these 3 years, we have all come a really long way. 'Cause I remember when teacher to a friend. We had a lot of funny moments together. We always chase each other around the room, basically. We argue. We don't argue. We argue. We argue, but Miss Wright has grown to be a friend, and I'm going to miss him after these 3 years, and I've just learned so much from him. Thank you.
These 3 years in band were probably 3 of the greatest years of my life. People ask me what my favorite class in school is. Instantly I say band. I really like music. I'm actually considering majoring in music, or at least minoring. But I can't imagine 2 better teachers to have for band.
We have these flowers for you.
As I teach all my kids, music is powerful. It can make you laugh, it can make you cry, it can make you angry, it can make you happy. It's a language, probably the most powerful language. And that's what I'm trying to teach these guys. And no, Mrs. Renner, I do not chase Phoenix around the band room. That's crazy. There are CD order forms if you wish to have a recording of tonight's performance. I will have the video on YouTube so that people that weren't here tonight can watch it too if you have some family members. Also out in the foyer are summer band forms if your kids want to be involved in the 2-week summer band at the beginning of June. It just happens 2 hours in the morning. It's a good time. So let's get on with it. Pop culture, thank you for being here.